Are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we got a lighter slate. We only have 7 baseball games. We have 1 NHL game. We have 3 NBA games. So it's going to be a little bit lighter of a day today. But regardless, we still got some spots to make some money. We still got some decent games to go over. Plus, we have a Stanley Cup preview in our NHL game when the Flyers take on the Blackhawks as our only matchup. So
I don't know about that one.
But we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. Yesterday, pregame bets for me, and I want to go over my live bets as well because I had a really good day live betting, Tim, which is very rare. I think that's like the first time I can ever say that. I had a genuine good day of live betting.
Oh, yeah.
In the MLB, I had the Tampa Bay Rays team total over 4. That one came through. Lost on the Tigers' first 5 run line, but winners on the first 5 and full game run lines with those San Francisco Giants. Winner on the first 5 money line with the Marlins. Loser on the Cardinals run line. Yeah, I
just went to the under.
Oh well.
I was looking at either St. Louis Cardinal run line or the under.
Yeah. Loser on the Minnesota Twins first 5. They end up winning the game full game, and that was a live bet. I was, when I went to go bet that game, I was going to live bet that game. I was going to take the plus 1.5, or I think it was minus 110 or minus 115 at the time, and I was going to take plus 190 with the Minnesota Twins. As I was placing the bet, it says, "Sorry, this cannot be processed." I look over to my screen, and Byron Buxton is tying the game. So if I was 15 seconds earlier on that bet, I would have hit both of those as well, which would have made my live betting even nicer. Houston Astros walk it off in the 10th inning against the Blue Jays in that one. That one was nice. The Orioles team total over hit at 3.5. I'm glad I stayed off the under in that game because all of a sudden both those offenses found life. The Mets take care of the Diamondbacks. They win the series. They cover the run line. The Mariners do not. The Dodgers cover the run line easily as they continue to be the cash cow that they are this season. And the Yankees and Guardians over 7, our best bet comes through. So a nice 9-4 day in the MLB plus 5.05 units. Lost my only NBA play. I had the Bulls plus 4.5. I was looking back a team that lost the previous game against the Shed by 12.5. And I believe that'll probably lend me to going back to the Bulls.
Don't do it.
In game 5, taking them plus the points. I remember when they're on the road, the first 2 games, they're double-digit underdogs, and they cashed those tickets.
Don't do it.
It's also going to bring me probably to the Hawks in game 5 as well, plus the points. And then in the NHL, so I went 0-1 in the NBA, down 1.10 units. The NHL, I went 4-6, down 2.60 units. Winner on Carolina and Reg against the Islanders. Loser on the Devils and Reg. Loser on the Edmonton-Columbus game as Columbus scores 4 third-period goals to push that game over. Frustrating. Under 6.5 with Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. And I did warn you guys yesterday. I was leaning Philly. Unfortunately, I did not bet the Philly money line. And they go on and they win 4-1. Capitals lose in a shootout. That was upsetting. But I got a little bit of shootout luck later in the night. We'll go over that. Boston, Montreal under 6 did not come through. Colorado Avalanche puck line did not come through. Wild money line minus 120 cashes. The Blues, that was a very nice game. It was always the Blues. I feel like I saw everybody on Twitter and everybody on those Ducks last night. I think I was the only one on the Blues, and they come through. They win 6-3 on Ryan Getzlaff's last home game. I believe his last game in general. And then under 6.5 in Vegas, San Jose does not come through. And I had a nice day live betting yesterday. It started where I made some live bets on a game I didn't even touch pregame. I put quarter units down on alternative overs with Denver and Golden State, 218.5, 223.5, 228.5, plus 150, plus 250, plus 350. All those come through, as well as a half unit on the Golden State Warriors plus the 7 points. That one comes through. I cashed on One thing I noticed when I did live betting Tim yesterday was I would stack bets with quarter unit plays. I had quarter units on the Astros team total over 6.5, 7, and 7.5. All those come through as they win 8-7. And then I had my first loser was the Baltimore money line. I took them plus 135 after they tied it 6-6. I took a shot that I went 1-3 on the Canadians live betting. I took them plus 2.5, which hit. Losers on the plus 1.5, the money line and the reg, which were plus 140, plus 450, and plus 900. The Blues, they were down 2-0 at the end of the first. I took them plus 1.5. I took them on the money line, and I took them in reg. They scored 4 goals and 5 shots in the second period. Cashed the minus 110 for the plus 1.5. Cashed the plus 220 with the money line, and cashed the plus 430 with Anaheim or with St. Louis in reg. That was very nice, but that wasn't my best one there. I finished off the night, Tim, saying, screw it. My under has lost in this San Jose game. Took San Jose plus 2.5. Took San Jose plus 1.5, which the 2.5 was minus 150. The 1.5 was plus 150. I took their money line at plus 700. I also took their reg at plus 2,100. Cash like now plus 700 when they score with less than a second left in regulation and win in a shootout. Very, very nice for me there. So overall, live betting yesterday, I went 14-5 up 6 units. And those were all quarter unit and half unit bets. So what about you yesterday, Tim, now that I talked for too long?
Yesterday was, in the MLB was rough. It was a 2-4 MLB day. The two winners, Yankee game over the 7 was our best bet. Fantastic. And then Mets run line, easy winner there. I believe they scored 2 runs in that, in the 7th inning, where they got hit by a pitch to get in a run and a walk to get in a run. Those are the 2 winners. I had the over 7.5 in that Boston Red Sox game, 5-2 final.
Oof.
Yeah, missed it by a hook. Cardinals showed 0 sign of life. I was mad because I was tossed up between either going Cardinal run line or the under. I don't know why I didn't just go to the under. I really liked that play, and I just went run line instead. Speaking of unders, I had the under in that Toronto game, which I thought through the first 3 innings, you know what? 2-0. It looks decent. 1 run, 2 run, 1 run, 1 run, 3 run, dead. All right, then. Within 2.5 innings, dead. So, whatever. I wish I bet the under in that Chicago game, the Cubbies. Because I mentioned how there was 21 runs scored in the first game before that. Yeah, 7 and 1 under. The only other game I had was the Seattle Mariners run line. I ended up live betting them, so I ended up making my money back on that one. I think I got them at like 150 or something live betting when it was going into extra innings. So I was all right with that, but that wasn't really that good. Luckily, NBA made up a little bit. I had the Pelicans, which was a nice winner last night. And then I played a little bit with alternative spreads. Unfortunately, I probably had one of my worst beats ever last night. Yeah. No. I bet the Miami Heat minus 25.5 at halftime when they're up 14. They were up 27 with 10 seconds to go. Hawks missed the shot. Defensive rebound for Miami. Hawks steal the ball, shoot it up with 0.7 seconds left, hit a 3. They win by 24. I lose my minus 25.5 plus 900. Ouch. Luckily, I went and ended up grabbing the New Orleans Pelicans minus 12.5 at plus 475 in the beginning of the game. I ended up hitting that one. So I ended up being pretty profitable in the NBA last night. Ready to jump right back in it for today. Small MLB slate. 3 games in the NBA. So let's go ahead and jump into it, Nick. We'll go ahead and see out of the chat first. There's a lot of people saying, what up, my guys? What up, Eric? Good morning. Good morning, Jonathan. Yeah, Seattle did did kind of mess us up there. That happens. It happens. Cleveland over cash. It went way over. Yep, that was our best bet last night. Blue Jays failed me.
I had the Astros.
I had the under. Yep. Astros under. Yep. I didn't bet the Bulls. I said it would have been leaning towards the under. But I didn't bet that one. New day, new money. Let's cash. Let's get it. Got Heat at plus money in the second quarter last night. Helped me stay in the green yesterday. Hell yeah. I almost put money down on the Heat. Plus money at one point. Good morning, guys. Good morning, JoJo. Thanks for the show, guys. Let's get these units. Let's do it, occupancy. Let's do it. Glad I didn't play the Pelicans in the first half. Yeah, they lost the first half 51-49. But Warriors, there you go. But Nuggets are not eliminated yet. I'm not expecting anything. What the hell happened to the Cardinals? I don't know. Whatever.
They took a day off.
Every 2-pack I had lost by 1. It happens. Giants cards. Yep. Golden State. Okay. Dodgers and Mets. Then to end the night, 3 units on Colorado. Oh, Colorado. Oops. Under 6.5. Ooh. 5 units on the Nets and the Dodgers today. Oh, you're not going to like what I have to say. What's up, bros? What's up, bros? Let's cash. Everyone like and subscribe. Dang right. We only got 7 MLB games, Nick, so we'll go ahead and get actually, real quick, there was a little bit of an update in the power rankings for the MLB, so I figure I'd let everybody know because it's every Monday, I believe they send it out. Number 1 is the Baltimore Orioles. No, I'm kidding. Number 1 is the Dodgers. For whatever reason, still number 2 is the Blue Jays. Number 3, the Mets. Number 4, of course, the Giants. And number 5 is the Cardinals. The number 4 team from last week, the Astros, dropped down to 12, and the White Sox were 3 last week. They dropped down to 13.
I don't think you should move up or down that much in power rankings. I think 3 or 4 spots to be the most you move, unless it's just a little too much.
Yeah. Morning, Sam. All right, Nick, let's get started.
Yeah, we're going to kick it on off here. We have the Brewers taking on the Giants in this one here. We're getting the Giants as the Brewers as minus 195 home favorites, a total of 7 in this game. It's a dome, so no weather report there. Corbin Burns, Sammy Long, your pitching matchup here. Burns 2.37 ERA, a 0.79 WHIP, 10.42 strikeouts per 9, 31% strikeout rate, 1.89 walks per 9, a 195 BABIP, a 358 FIP, and a 2.47 SIERA. On the other side, Sammy Long, 0 ERA with a 0.38 WHIP, 10.13 strikeouts per 9, which is 33% strikeout rate, 3.38 walks per 9, 0 BABIP, 1.93 FIP, and a 2.54 SIERA. Looking at this spot here, I kind of like the Giants. The bullpen advantage goes to the Brewers. They have a 3.5 SIERA compared to a 3.72 SIERA for the Giants. But I end up taking a shot here, Tim. I took the first 5 money line with the San Francisco Giants here at plus 150. I think this is a spot here where they can steal the first 5. We know Corbin Burns is not perfect, so they can get something off of him. And Sammy Long's looked good this year. I'm trying to see how many innings pitched he has as it's lot. There we go. He's only thrown 4 2/3 innings pitched, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a bullpen game for the Giants. But I'm going to take a shot here, plus 150 with what I think is one of the better teams in baseball in the first 5 innings. I'm going to take a shot with them here.
That's fair. Yeah, look at this one. It's kind of it would have to be a Giants or nothing. I didn't get to it. I didn't have a line last night on it, and I bet most of my stuff at night. I might end up adding the Giants money line because it's a fade of the Sunday night game. That's kind of my thinking on it. Corbin Burns has been solid, minus his first start of the year. in his last 2 starts, 14 innings of 2 earned runs and 7 hits. So he's back to his Cy Young self after allowing 3 runs on 4 hits and 5 innings on the first game, which is not a bad game, but that's kind of the only thing that kept me away from going after the Giants. Could be a look towards an under because both these pitching staffs have been pretty solid and offenses have not been. So lean towards the under, lean towards the Giants, but ultimately I'm not getting to anything in this game.
Fair enough.
Giants first 5. I can see that. Thoughts, Giants and Dodgers to win. Rangers and Guardians game over. The Rangers game has our best bet in it. Guardians, I like the Guardians. Well, we'll get into all these games. It would be leaning towards the Giants, and Nick's going to be all over the Dodger run line for the 6,000th time. Brewers under 7, Nerfy, San Francisco plus 1.5. Hey, San Fran plus 1.5 is minus 125. That's not terrible. But if I'm going to go after, I want to go after the plus money. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we're going to look at the Colorado Rockies. They're hosting the Philadelphia. They're at the Philadelphia Phillies in this one here. Minus 190 for the Phillies, a total 8.5 in this game. These are tomorrow's pitchers. There we go. Today, seeing 0% chance of rain, 59 degrees there in Philly, 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing from the right to the left. Pitcher stats: Kyle Gibson, 3.57 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, 9.68 strikeouts per 9, and a 28% strikeout rate, 2.55 walks per 9, 273 BABIP, 249 FIP, 285 SIERA. And on the other side, 7.71 ERA with a 1.79 WHIP for Mr. Freeland. Only 6.43 strikeouts per 9, which is 15% of the batters he's faced. 3.21 walks per 9, a 388 BABIP, 427 FIP, and a 413 SIERA. I like the over in this game. I expect runs, and especially when we look at these lineups. I still think there's talent on this Philly lineup, obviously. Castellanos, Realmuto, Gregorius, all hitting above 280 right now. Harper off to a little bit of a struggle, but he has good ISO numbers, and his WOBA numbers are good. So I think that this Phillies team should be able to get runs against Kyle Freeland. And then on the other side, why not get some runs from the Rockies as well? Connor Joe's looked good. Chris Bryant's looked good. CJ Cron's been starting to cover off the ball. Probably CJ Cron props. I would not talk you there. Talk you off of CJ Cron props. That may be something that makes my card today. But I'm gonna go with Phillies team total over 4.5 and the full game over 8.5 at this spot here. That's kind of where I went. Just runs.
Yeah, I did a free pick video on this one last night. We just saw these two teams play with the same exact matchups the other day, and it was 6-5. It was in Coors Field, so I will say that it was in Coors Field, and that one went under. But I feel like there's going to be a pretty similar game this time. Because now these teams have seen these pitchers. I don't think either pitcher did particularly well against them. So Kyle Gibson went 6 innings, 3 earned runs on 6 hits. And then Kyle Freeland in that game went 2 runs, 6 hits, and 5 innings, and the bullpens got to it. I think the bullpens get hit up a lot too. These bullpens are not particularly strong. Philly bullpen is the Philly bullpen. It would also be a slight lean towards the Colorado Rockies at plus money. In terms of, bullpen ERA. Philadelphia has got the worst bullpen ERA in the league, 4.757. And then Colorado's got the 6th worst at 4.27. Yeah. Once you get to the bullpens, I think the starters get hit up a little bit. Once you get to the bullpens, you're going to get more runs. Give me the over 8.5 between the two sides.
Yeah, I like it.
And he likes Eric likes the under. I'm going to say no. It's not Tuesday, so I can't fade the Phillies. So this is a stay away game. Fair. Grab the Phillies run line. Don't quote me on it. I've been wrong before. Fair enough.
Quoting you on it.
Unders are for Mondays. I'm going to say no, not with this pitching matchup. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
You said unders are for Mondays. Last Monday went 3 overs, 5 unders. So slightly leaning that way, but nothing crazy. But yeah, we'll look at the next matchup here. The Toronto Blue Jays are hosting the Boston Red Sox in this game. Blue Jays are on -125 home favorites. Total of 8 in this game. Let's get the weather for this one here. It's a dome. All right. I keep forgetting which stadiums are domes. Jose Barrios, Nathan Eovaldi is your pitching matchup here. Jose Barrios, a 6.35 ERA, a 2.03 WHIP, 8.74 strikeouts per 9, 19% strikeout rate, 4.76 walks per 9, 3.58 BABIP, a 6.67 FIP, and a 4.60 Sierra. Not good numbers for Jose Barrios so far this season. On the other side, Nathan Eovaldi, 3.68 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, 11.66 strikeouts per 9, which is a 29% strikeout rate, 1.84 walks per 9, 297 BABIP, a 572 FIP, and a 2.54 Sierra. So the advanced numbers and all the basically every stat here points towards Nathan Eovaldi, and the bullpens also point towards the Red Sox. The Red Sox bullpen Sierra is a 2.93 compared to 3.64 for the Jays. 2.95 bullpen FIP for 2.95 bullpen FIP for Eovaldi or for the Red Sox compared to 4.15. I went with the Boston Red Sox on the money line in this game. I think that they have the better overall. They have the pitching advantage in this game. I think the lineup advantage does go slightly towards the Blue Jays, but this is still a competent lineup here for the Red Sox. 235 batting average for Story, 291 for Devers, 354 for Bogarts, 268 for Martinez. Verdugo is someone I'm probably going to look at props for because he's been hitting really well this year, and he's going to be facing a righty. So I'm gonna look at the Red Sox here. Red Sox on the money line.
There you go. I kind of stayed away from this game. It would be a lean towards the Red Sox, Nathan Eovaldi, and the only reason why is because of plus money. Nathan Eovaldi had a solid start versus the Red Sox's versus the Blue Jays' last time out. 1 earned run, 7 hits, but 7 hits is not bad as long as you're getting out of the innings. 6 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings. Jose Barrios, we just saw pitch against the Red Sox as well. He allowed 1 earned run on 8 hits in 6 innings. So he had a solid start. His first good start of the year after getting blown up against Texas on the opening day. Not particularly pitching all that well on 3 earned runs, 6 hits in 5 innings against the Yankees. Granted, they've won every single game that he's pitched, but I'm not really high on that one. It might be a lead towards an under. Maybe we get like a 3-2 type game, but I'm not taking another under with Toronto at the moment. So lean under, but no bet in this game.
That's fair.
Back to the Las Vegas are getting put in the doghouse for the rest. Yes, Vegas Golden Knights. Yep. Anyone else? Anyone like under? Yeah, it would be a lean that way for the Red Sox and Blue Jays. Why not? San Francisco plus 175 looks good. Sounds good to me. Nets -1. NBA ain't letting sweeps happen. Hey, they didn't let the first 2 happen. That does not have any impact on the last one. So no, they can happen, and it will. Celtics take down the Nets. Then. All right, let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah. We have the New York Mets. They're at the St. Louis Cardinals in this one here. The Mets are on -145, -150 favorites in this game. Total now down to a 6.5 in this game. Max Scherzer, Miles Michaelis, your pitching matchup here. We have 0% chance of rain, 58 degrees here, mostly sunny, 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing from the left to the right. Some pitcher stats here. We have Max Scherzer, 2.50 ERA, a .89 whip, 11.5 strikeouts per 9 innings, 33% strikeout rate, 3.5 walks per 9, which is a little high, but a 216 BABIP, a 256 FIP, and a 284 SIERA. Miles Michaelis is a 1.76 ERA, a 1.04 whip, 7.63 strikeouts per 9, which is 21% of the batters he's faced, 1.76 walks per 9, 2.83 BABIP, a 2.14 FIP, and a 3.55 SIERA. Looking at this game here, I'm going to look towards Max Scherzer and the New York Mets. I saw a stat yesterday that Max Scherzer has gone 22 consecutive starts without recording a loss. So I'm going to look to back that streak a little bit too. Plus, we have a Cardinals team that strikes out a decent amount. Actually, mid-teens throughout most of the lineup. DeYoung struck out 31% the time this year. And we get a good strikeout pitcher in Max Scherzer. Maybe a Max Scherzer strikeout prop could be interesting as well. That's probably going to be pretty high. But I'm on the Mets on the money line in this spot here. I just took the Mets here at 145 last night.
Yeah, I wish I grabbed the under last night at 7. It's down to a 6.5. Scherzer's been dominant this year. It is what? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. In his 18 innings of work, he's allowed all of 5 earned runs on 9 hits. Pretty solid. Walks have been a little bit of a problem, but he can get those down. He's been pretty solid. And I feel like a pitcher that a lot of people are sleeping on is Miles Michaelis. Through his first 15 and a third innings of work, he's allowed 3 earned runs on 13 hits. He pitched a gem his last time out, 0 runs, 4 hits in 5 innings, 1 run and 3 hits in 6 2/3 in his start before. Miles Michaelis has pitched pretty well this year. I can see this one being a 3-1, 4-1 type of game. It would be a lean towards the Mets in this one. It would also be a lean towards the under. Ultimately, at 7, I would have gone to an under at a chance of a push. At a 6.5, I'm staying away from this one.
It's totally fair.
Friendly bet 10 push up. I like the alternate line -3. That's not really much of a. That's what, 2 points. Come on, if you're gonna do anything, go into your thing. Let's look real quick. Go Boston. Alternative lines. I can grab the Boston Red Sox Boston Celtics -9.5 at +290. I'd rather go after that. Nerfy in the Mets game. I could see it. I'm not betting Nerfies though. Twin this parlay. All right, let's see it. Nets, no. Jazz, no. Red Sox, okay. Go 1 and 2. That's not bad. Tease the Celtics points and an under in the Raptors game. I don't mind that at all. Cardinals +130. Mets leave too many guys on base. I disagree. 145 is too low for Max, though. Correct. It's too low. I guess I could see that. No, it's against the Cardinals. Cardinals are a top 5 power ranking team, and it's in St. Louis. So, friend bet 10 push-ups. I'm not doing push-ups. Hi, awesome people. Hi, Nina. How you doing? Hey, Rat. We'll go ahead and go to this game. I'll talk about this game real quick because this one has our best bet in it over at the EarleSportsBets.com website. So if you guys are interested in checking out that one, our best bet is in the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers game tonight. Good luck, guys. Let's jump into the next game. Hold on. Mets Cardinals under. I can't do it at 6.5 now. St. Louis Milwaukee under 8.5 teaser. Oh, you tease both of them up to 8.5. I don't mind that. Yeah, that I'll do. Friendly. No, I'm not doing push-ups. I'd rather just cash my money. All right, let's move on there.
Yeah. We'll move on. The Guardians are at the Angels in this one here. It's a pick 'em with a total of 8 in this game. Looking at the weather report here, 0% chance of rain, 81 degrees, and 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out in this one here. So a little concerning on the weather there with my play on this game. Looking at the pitchers, though, they look pretty decent so far this season. Michael Lorenzen, 4.82 ERA, but a .86 whip, 8.68 strikeouts per 9, which is a 24% strikeout rate, 1.93 walks per 9, 1.74 BABIP, 4.88 FIP, and a 3.05 Sierra. Shane Bieber, 2.25 ERA, a .69 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, 28% of his batters, 1.69 walks per 9 innings, 2.05 BABIP, 1.62 FIP, and a 2.83 Sierra. I went first 5 under 4 in this game. I think that we get a lower scoring game here with Shane Bieber on the mound. I trust that a little bit, and with the strikeout rate here, the strikeout rates of this Angels team, I'm going to look at a Shane Bieber strikeout prop because these are off the charts. 28%, 25%, 28.6%, 25.6%, 20%, 34%, 45%. These strikeout rates are terrible for the Angels. And I'm actually going to look at a Shane Bieber prop maybe to throw half a unit at for over his strikeouts. And let me take a look at what those are real quick. It looks like it's going to be probably 7.5 or 8.5 strikeouts is probably the over-under for this game for Shane Bieber. And I think he goes over that. 6.5 at -159. I'm probably going to click that in and bet it. Yeah, I like Shane Bieber over strikeouts, and I like the first 5 under.
Yeah, I get Shane Bieber at a pick'em price. I'll take it. Bieber's been solid this year. 16 innings, and he's allowed all of 4 earned runs. This is going to be one of your top Cy Young candidates in the AL again, and I think he's going to be able to slow down an Angels lineup that, I mean, they got all of 14 runs. I know they got 14 runs in 3 games, but that was against the Baltimore Orioles. So we'll see how that one goes. Now this is a Cleveland spot for me. I feel like this is a good spot to grab Shane Bieber. Michael Lorenzen had a good start against the Marlins in his first start, and then kind of got beat up against the Houston Astros. I think that the Guardians could hit against him a little bit. I think this is a 3-2, 4-2 type win for Cleveland. I'm taking the Guardians on the money line for this one.
Sounds good.
10 put. Hey, I'm not doing push-ups. Stop it. Nerfy on the Mets game. Sure. Nick, thought on the Nets.
I'm on the Celtics.
Yeah. Because you like Astros all the way. Good luck.
Could you put your plays in so we can have a scroller?
Oh, yeah. Then you can click through the chat right now.
Oh, shit. Okay. What happened to the Hawks? They lost.
They lost.
Cleveland over also as well. As long as it stays under in the first 5, then yeah. Angels bullpen toast. Yeah, and when I bet the first 5 under, I'm avoiding that bullpen. So yeah. Bulls and Hawks get swept. Considering they both won a game in the series, I don't think they're getting swept.
They're both going to lose tonight.
Yeah. And the Nets got the team to come back from 3. No, I don't think so. Not against the matchup they have.
No.
We'll move on to the last matchup here, Tim. The LA Dodgers are at the Arizona Diamondbacks in this one here. It's a dome at Chase Field. And we have the Dodgers as -190 home road favorites, a total of 9 in this game. Merrill Kelly and Walker Buehler is your pitching matchup here. Walker Buehler, 4.02 ERA, a 1.47 whip, 6.32 strikeouts per 9, which is only 16%, 3.45 walks per 9, 3.06 BABIP, a 4.46 FIP, and a 4.55 Sierra. On the other side, Merrill Kelly's actually looked really good this year. We have a 0.59 ERA, a 1.17 whip, 10.57 strikeouts per 9, 29% strikeout rate 2.93, walks per nine, a 325 BABIP, a 169 FIP, and a 284 SIERA. This spot here, I went right back to the Dodgers. They cashed for me yesterday. If you've bet their run line every single game, you're up about 7 units so far this season. And until that loses a few games in a row, I'm not going to stop betting it. So give me the Dodgers on the run line here. And I'm probably going to look at a couple props in this game as well. A couple of names I have clicked in that I'm looking to take. These are all for 2+ total bases. Cody Bellinger at plus 106, Freddie Freeman at minus 102, and Trey Turner at minus 109. So I'm kind of looking for both those guys, or all those guys, to give me 2 bases tonight. I expect the Dodgers to take care of business and win this game. So that is what I'm on. What are you looking at, Tim?
This is a lean towards. I know the Diamondbacks are nothing for me. I like Merrill Kelly. I think he could have a solid start. He's had a good start to the season. He's allowed 1 earned run in his 15 1/3 innings of work. And those were against San Diego, Houston, and Washington. But they're not against bad offenses. And the only time he let up a run was to Washington. I think Merrill Kelly can have a good start. I feel like this could be an under, if anything. Walker Buehler has allowed 7 earned runs on 17 hits in 15 2/3 innings. For me, and this has got to be one of the things I like to do. Like when the Yankees play the Orioles, when the Dodgers play against the Diamondbacks, when you get what's supposed to be like your top teams going up against bottom dwellers, I'm gonna take the bad teams, because if I look at it this way, in a 3-game series or in a 4-game series, in a divisional matchups, you get 19 games a year. If I'm getting the Arizona Diamondbacks at anywhere from plus 170 to plus 250 a game, all they have to do is win 7 games out of the 19. They can go 7-12, and I'm profitable. That's kind of my view on it. So in long term, if I take Arizona Diamondbacks money line every single time they play against the Dodgers, I think I could be profitable this year. It'd be a lean towards Arizona. I'm not betting it, though. I got Cleveland over. I got Cleveland. How about Celtics in the finals? Quote me on that. I was looking at a couple things real quick. I'm half tempted to go and bet Dallas Mavericks to A, win the Western Conference at plus 900, and B, win the entire thing at 25. I think that could be an interesting spot. And then I was kind of looking towards I wish they had props on series. Do we have series props? Yeah, series playoff props. Here you go. Hold on, let's see. Oh, no, they don't have anything right now. Give me the Pelicans to win the series against the Suns. I want to do that. But other than that, yeah, I don't mind your Celtics pick. I especially if Middleton's going to be out for the Bucks. I think that Boston has a chance of beating the Bucks. And then either Boston could easily beat the Sixers. And then I don't know about the other guys, but we'll see. Today, I like the Nets, Chicago Blackhawks. No to the Nets and Blackhawks, I believe. We'll go over that one in a minute. Why not Dodgers? Because I don't like the Dodgers today. Like the Flyers and the over. We'll get into the hockey game in a minute. Arizona, BP, Toast also got Dodgers. Okay. Nick, you be making your bro sick with Dodgers.
Hey, and I be making money with the Dodgers, so I don't care.
Giants, sure. Dodgers, no. Red Sox,
yes,
sure.
Dodgers.
Mets, yes. Guardians, yes. Dallas for the chip. Interesting play, man. I like it. Would be a wild road. Hey, at the end of the day, I don't want to take the teams that are plus 200. I want to go I want to go all out. And if I can get plus 2,500 on the Mavericks to win the chip, I'll take it. I'll take it. Speaking of the NBA, let's jump into the association, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Brooklyn Nets as 1 point home favorites. Total of 220 in this game. Boston Celtics up 3-0 in the series. What's your thoughts on this game, Tim? I think we've kind of made it out.
Tagged on this one already. I did a free pick video on this one last night. Boston finishes this week. This is going to be the third and final opportunity for a team to sweep in the first round. First two, Toronto did not get swept. Denver did not get swept. Boston is going to sweep the Nets. That's just how it is. The Nets are kind of dead. This is not a team. This is not a team that I feel like is going to do anything. I don't know if they want to delay the inevitable. They're not going to come back. So
Ben Simmons knows it too.
Yeah, Ben Simmons was supposed to come back. Obviously, didn't expect him to. Boston got Robert Williams back. They look solid. Their last game, even though it was a 6-point game, wasn't close. So this is definitely a Boston or nothing spot. And I got him. You were able to get him at plus money or even money or whatever. It's Boston or nothing for me in this game. There's no way I'm going to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Utah is done, man. I got the C's to win chip at plus 6,500 in December, though. So I'm crossing my fingers. The big one that I have is obviously I have the Raptors win the East. That's not going to hit. But I have the Memphis Grizzlies to win the chip at 35-1. And that was when they were climbing. So we'll see. But Celtics in this game for you. We'll move on to this game, Nick.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the Celtics money line as well. Raptors are at the Sixers in this one here. Sixers are 7.5-point favorites. Total of 210 in this game. What's your thoughts on this one?
I laid off. As much as I would love to go back to Toronto, we saw what happened with Toronto. This is Toronto in the playoffs. In Philly, got blown out. I'm not going back to that. This is not a spot that I want to get all cutesy and try to go back to Toronto. Oh, they're going to make a comeback now. I will say that Embiid is playing through a torn thumb or something. So he is, or finger or whatever. But he is playing through some type of injury, so that could hurt him a little bit. If Toronto somehow manages to find a way to win this game, the series is alive. Because then they go back to Toronto. Toronto could hopefully win a game there, and all of a sudden it's 3-3, and anything's possible. But they need to win this game first. If they could win one game in Philly, I think that they could set themselves up for possibly a good series. Do I see it? No. But this is one of the games that I just didn't go after. The only game I didn't go after. Grizzlies could do it. I agree. Grizzlies could do it. Celtics have taken their heart. Yeah, they're done. Yep. Twins bet it. I'm not betting a freaking shoey. Stop it. I have my own money on it.
What's a shy? He said shy.
Whatever. They're looking a bit green though. That Golden State matchup is going to be a climb. Hey, Denver's not out of it yet. Not very. No, Van Vliet's going to be hard. Exactly. That's one of the main reasons why I stayed off of it. Toronto money line. God, no. I can't do that one. Jazz, no. Nets, no. Sorry. No to all of them. But we'll go into the last game and talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, the Mavericks are hosting the Jazz in this one here. The Mavericks are 3-point home favorites, a total of 213. What are you looking at for this game?
Yeah, we've seen the Dallas Mavericks cover the spread in 3 out of the 4 games. And the one game that they didn't, actually, game 1, if you got it at 6.5, you were able to cover. So some people, they've covered every single game. This is a good Dallas team. Obviously, I was just talking about them. I think they have a chance. Luka back. Luka looked good. Unfortunately, a couple missed free throws at the end kind of cost them. And bad play at the end in that last possession. Made it 2-2. I think Dallas wins this game in 6. I think they win this one by double digits. I might go into this one. Let's see what I can get for alternative spreads. I'm gonna might go into this one. I can get Dallas minus 17.5 at plus 500. That could be interesting. But I'll probably go and bet some type of alternative spread with this one. Utah's done. They barely won a game in Utah. They even lost one there too. Dallas is not going to lose a home game with Luka. So I'm taking the Mavericks to get the job done. They at minimum take the last 2 games in Dallas and win the series. So give me the Mavs to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, I'm not touching that game.
Jays first 5.
No.
All right, Nick. You get yours. What did you call this one? A Stanley Cup matchup.
Stanley Cup preview.
You get the Philadelphia Flyers and the Chicago Blackhawks. Blackhawks minus 145. Total of 6 in this game. 1 game in the NHL for you, and it's one of these, Nick.
Stop it. Get some help.
You are correct, but there is a spot I like in this game, and I probably would bet it even if there was 11 games on the slate. I like the under 6.5 in this spot, and I'm trying to get the numbers up from their matchup yesterday against the Flyers or against the Penguins. That would have gone over for expected goals. Okay. I was lucky to get that. What do you call it, Lex? That under yesterday in that game. But sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I'm just punching in those numbers so I can get a little bit more of an accurate thing here. Because when I did the free pick, actually, it would have gone under 6.5. My bad. Because it was 2.42. Never mind. As you see me live punching in numbers into my spreadsheet, which would have gone over by 0.05 expected goals. Looking at this spot here, we have the Chicago Blackhawks who have gone under 6.5 expected goals in 10 straight games. Their offense has been not creating much. They've gone under 3 expected goals in 9 of their last 10 games. And for the Flyers, they've gone under 3 expected goals in 6 of their last 9. So these two teams are struggling to really create chances. And I know both these defenses are terrible, but I have a feeling this is one of those games where bad offense can't take advantage of bad defense, and the bad defenses get away with it. I'd lean towards Chicago in this game, mainly because they're the rested team. And the Flyers, this could be a letdown spot after they came off that big win in the Battle of Pennsylvania last game. So for me, this is an under 6.5 in this spot. Now it's, I believe, minus 110-ish. I got it around minus 115. I see a lower scoring game where both teams fail to put any type of pucks in the back of the net.
There you go. Dallas is the better matchup. Having Gobert on constant drop coverage is kind of bad for Utah against a good shooting team. And I like the strategy that Dallas played the last game. Even though they lost, they played a hack-a-shack, and they made Rudy Gobert shoot free throws for pretty much that entire fourth quarter. Flyers money line, fair. Utah, Brooklyn, Denver, all done. Pelicans are the only ones that have a shot. I agree. And that sucks because I'm a Nuggets fan. I have my signed Murray jersey sitting right there. I'm a Nuggets fan. I enjoyed it. So, but next year they'll be good. Pelicans are a legit monster next year, especially with the playoff experience. Next year.
How about this year?
And the big thing is with Devin Booker going down, Pelicans have a legit shot of beating Phoenix. Pelicans in 7. I'll call it now. When the odds pop back up, I'm grabbing the Pelicans. I mean, I don't think they make it past Dallas, and that's why I think Dallas would be a nice piece to win the West.
Pelicans plus 230 and Pelicans 4-3 exact score plus 475.
I wouldn't be mad going after that, Nick. Especially because most of the games are going to be close to pick'ems because no Booker. So that is everything for today, Nick. We made it under 50 minutes for breaking everything down. It's going to go over 50 minutes in about 5 seconds, but quick housekeeping, all that good stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate the support. Check out all links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBooks.com website is all linked down below. Make sure you guys check out the Max Wager Network's team. Higgs at 12, Allie at 1. That's what he's standing starts today. Just Parleys at 2. I believe Scott Rowland is now hosting that one. So check out that one. Scott at 3. And game time decision is at 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead back to the chat for just a second. Then we'll do a recap. Yeah, for sure. They do it next year with Zion, contenders for sure. If Zion stays in New Orleans. What up, SC in here? What's up? What's up, SC? We're an NC. There you go. A little bit of a recap and light card today. Taking me over in Colorado and Philadelphia. Taking Cleveland money line. Grabbed Boston and Dallas in the NBA as well, both on the money line. Nick?
Yeah, I am on the Giants in the first 5 innings. Team total over for the Phillies as well as the full game over for the Phillies. Boston Red Sox money line, Mets money line, first 5 under with the Guardians and the Angels. Dodgers run line. In the NBA, the Celtics money line, and in the NHL, Philly, Chicago under 6.5.
Fair enough. We just did a recap. 7 shots in, dude. It's 11:30. You know what? Good job. I'm proud of you, Lex. All right, Nick, you want to wrap up the stream?
Sure. That should just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESP, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one, though. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always from my brother Tim. Thank you guys. Good luck.